Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Emmy and I have 3 piggies, and on this channel we talk about everything guinea pig related. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that people are probably wondering about, which is bringing your guinea pigs on vacation. A lot of people don't recommend bringing your guinea pigs on vacation because of the stress that it might come with and the stress that might bring your piggies or you. But I recommend bringing your guinea pigs on vacation because that's just kind of what works for us. We've been doing it for a while and our piggies are used to it. And it's easier than just trying to find someone to watch them. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 things. First, I'm going to be talking about the packing list, like what you need to bring for your guinea pigs. And then I'm going to be talking about traveling with them, how to make them feel comfortable. And then I'm going to be talking about setting up in their new environment. When you go on vacation, you need to make sure you have everything for your guinea pig in case something that you need is not at the place you're going. This is a list of everything you need for your guinea pigs. Number 1, the cage. This is the most important part because when they're on vacation, they might feel stressed and you might not want to free roam them, especially if the place you're at wouldn't like that. So for a cage, you might not be able to bring your original cage because it may be unable to travel. So some recommendations for bringing your guinea pigs on vacation is you can use a variety of things for their cages. You can use playpen grids. You can use like CNC grids, like if you have extra grids from when you built your cage, if you have a CNC cage, or you can use pet store cages connected. So what I've used in the past is 3 pet store cages connected by when you have a normal one, there's 4 sides and you fold the sides down. We can just like keep one up, so then it's like 2 plus an extra one over here. It's like a circle. I'm hoping in the future to try playpen grids on vacation, but this is what we have done and it works really well. And you need to make sure that when you're picking your cage, you want to think about the space in your car as well because you don't want something that takes up too much space. Number 2, hay. This is very important for guinea pig's diet, so it's very important to have it on vacation. And you need to make sure you bring enough in case that place you're going to doesn't have hay. But you don't want to bring like your whole 20-pound bag because that's just going to take up too much space in the car. So I recommend buying they sell small Oxbow bags, small Pet Select bags. They sell small KT bags, or you can just take a bunch of your hay out of its original box and put it into like a baggie or multiple baggies, so you'll have enough hay for your guinea pigs on vacation, but won't be taking up too much space in your car. Number 3, water bottle or water bowl. You need to make sure that when you're on vacation, your guinea pig has access to everything it has in its normal cage, and one of those things would be water. So make sure you bring enough water bowls or water bottles to last your guinea pigs through the time you're on vacation. And another thing is, if you use water bottles, don't lose the attachers. Like, I have brought water bottles on vacation, and I've lost the attachers, and then I had to take rubber band and some paper clips and make them. So what I recommend is putting the attachers in a little baggie, so that way you won't lose them. Number 4, pellets and pellet dishes. You need to make sure that when you're on vacation, your guinea pig has pellets. So I just recommend bringing their original bag of pellets. Unless it's too big, you can put some in a baggie. Guinea pigs don't generally need a lot of pellets, so you should be fine with just filling a baggie with them. And as long as you're not going on vacation for a long time, maybe just like a weekend or something, that should be good. Number 5. And this also sort of connects to number 2, but you need to make sure you have everything for the hay. Like if you use a hay rack, you need to make sure you have that hay rack. And if you use a litter box, make sure you have the litter box. Make sure you have the bedding, whether it's newspaper, maybe it's Aspen, maybe it's Carefresh, maybe you use fleece liners. Make sure you have all that. And make sure, I don't want you to bring what works for me is I don't like bringing a giant huge bag of bedding in the car because it just takes up too much space. So I buy a little one, or just put some in a baggie, or maybe just use newspaper for that week. Number 6, you need the bedding. Whether this is Aspen or maybe it's Carefresh or fleece or towels, make sure you bring enough for all of your cage and make sure you pack it in a good way that will fit in your car, like folding your fleece, folding your towels, or bringing a smaller container of bedding instead of a large one. Number 7, hides. When guinea pigs are on vacation, they'll feel frightened, and just as in normal life, they will need their hideys. I recommend bringing 1 hidey per pig, though when you're traveling, it might be hard to bring like wooden hideys or plastic ones, so maybe get some cuddle sacks or beds that are collapsible. That way you can fit them in your car and make them flat, so those take up less space, but they'll still have hideys in your guinea pig's cage. And if you know that your guinea pig's cage has a hidey built into it, or if you know you're going to a place where you have access to cardboard boxes, which you can make another hidey of, you can take that into factor. Number 8, beds. I generally like to have 1 bed per hidey, or 1 Ppad that I can put at the bottom for extra comfort and extra support. And maybe if I have another bed to go in the cage. They're like the big, poofy, like ones you buy at a pet store, probably aren't the best choice for vacation, as the cage space may be smaller and they may not fit. Number 9, any cleaning supplies you might need. While this may be a mixture of vinegar and water to spray the cage down, maybe you buy a pet store version of that, which is what I currently do, but I'm hoping to transition to vinegar and water because I have read it's more effective and it's less expensive. And maybe you would want to bring a vacuum or a little broom, or maybe like a pooper scooper if you know the place you're going to doesn't have access, so you can still perform spot cleanings a few times a week. Number 10, veggies. You need to make sure you have enough veggies for your guinea pig on vacation, or at least a starter kit of veggies so when you get there, you can buy more. Usually when people go on vacation, they have access to a supermarket and they can purchase more. So bring, I'd say, veggies to last 1 or 2 days, so that way when you get there, you'll have veggies. But then you can go to the store and you don't have to bring everything in the car. Number 11, Ppads and cozy stuff for lap time. When you're holding your guinea pigs, it might be better to have something to put down under them in case they go to the bathroom, so that way it won't get on the stuff like the couches you're sitting on or the floor at the place you're staying at. Number 12, a tarp. When you're at the new place, you don't want to get the floors dirty, even if you have a pretty much waterproof cage. Or if you don't, you want to have a tarp to protect the floor. And they can also be useful for stuff that humans need, not just guinea pigs. And the last thing you'll need is anything else I didn't mention, like if you use water bottle drip pads, or if you use vitamin C tabs, or any sort of medication, make sure to bring that as well. One product that I find very helpful on vacation is, well, I've never actually used it on vacation, but it seems like it would provide a lot of things I've been missing when I shop my guinea pigs. And this is a product that I recently bought on Etsy. It's the 6-piece fleece accessory set from Spiffy Pigs. I am not being sponsored to do this video. I purchased this product on my own and decided to add it in here. So in this 6-piece set, we have 2 6-inch water drip pads, which can be very helpful for if you're having a problem with your water bottle soaking the bedding. You might be using a different kind of bedding due to being on like a different cage, or having guinea pigs in a different cage, and you might not want the whole bedding to get soaked. So these can be very helpful. Also, if you have like smaller like corners, you can just like stick in the corner so their poo is easy to clean up. The set also comes with 2 large, I believe 10-inch. This 2 large 10-inch Ppads, which are pink and rainbow. There's different sizes, and they can be useful for putting under hideys, or just under spots where the guinea pig likes to be, or under hay racks. And there is another one of them. And then the thing that I accidentally picked up earlier is this giant cuddle sack. This is way bigger than I thought it would be, and you're actually supposed to have, I think, the outside folded out, but I hadn't done that originally. And the good thing about this cuddle sack is it is really small, but it can count as a hidey because your guinea pigs can just go inside of it like that. Also, if you fold it, it helps it like stand up more. See, it helps it like stay a little bit better than it would before. And the last thing in the set is a fleece forest, which I have been wanting one of these for so long, and this is the main reason I got this set. other than the drip pads and the pea patches. Everything in the set was good. But you can just put this over any corner. It can act as a hide, really compactable, so easy to travel with. Or you can just put it over your hay box so your guinea pigs will use it more, your hay corner, or any place you want them to use the bathroom. Hi everyone, in this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to set up the piggies environment when you travel. And you also get to see the piggies. Sorry for the lighting quality, it's sort of nighttime, so the lights are off-ish. So there's still like one light on, but that's why you can still see them. But anyway, so when you're traveling with guinea pigs, you want to make sure they have a good environment and they're not just like in the car, like in the seats. You want to make sure they're in like a small cage or a travel carrier like this one. I got this one from PetSmart. I'll put the link in the description. I also have one from Petco as well. This one is Lucy and Lily's travel carrier, but we might actually try Bun Bun and Lily together. We just can't have Lucy and Bun Bun together, or else Bun Bun climbs on top of Lucy the whole time. Lucy gets mad. So yeah, but anyway, so for the travel carrier, the first thing you want to have is you want to have a towel, and you want to have like a small blanket or a small piece of fleece that's able to wick. This is just like a random little blanket, and you want to put the towel inside of the carrier and also put the blanket, wrap it around the towel, kind of like a liner. So I wrapped the white thing around the towel to create sort of like a liner. I did change to a different towel because that one was too big, but with like a fleece sort of towel and fleece in between, kind of like a cage. And then you put it in the travel carrier like so, like mine's kind of big, so it bunches up on the sides. This side sort of has like holes, so I might flip it to the other side because the other side's a little better. And then while you're traveling with your guinea pigs, they obviously need to have some food. So what I always do is I get a big pile of hay from my bin, just like, we're kind of at the end, so it's not a lot, we don't have a lot of hay, but it's like a big pile of hay, like so. It's gonna get everywhere, but whatever, there's hay everywhere. It's just how guinea pigs are. And I just sort of like put it in the back, depending on how many pigs there are. I might add more, but you also, when you're traveling with guinea pigs, you can put their pellets in, but you shouldn't put like a bowl, because it will like, what happens is they'll flip it over and then it'll just become like another thing because they already have so little space. You don't want to take up with something they don't even need. If you want to scatter pellets, you can. Also, some travel carriers, not this one, but have like little water bottle holes. But I found them that the water bottles, they just leak everywhere, and the guinea pigs don't actually drink from them because of their weird position. So it's better to just offer watery veggies or like pit stops with water bottles. Another thing you can do to make your guinea pigs travel experience more fun is to add a special treat or toy or a special little thing that they wouldn't normally get that they might be distracted by or be excited for when you travel. You also need to remember that the environment needs to stay between 65 and 75 degrees. If you think that the environment is going to get a lot colder than that, or part of your trip is going to be colder than that, bring blankets or stuff you can use to trap the heat with your guinea pigs, or you can maybe stay in a heated place during those times if there's an option to stay in a heated place. And then if your trip's going to be very hot, make sure to bring watery veggies or water for water pit stops. You can do those in the car by just opening a thing, just sticking it in there, seeing if they're interested in it. It's better than it just... When you're traveling with your guinea pigs, one thing you want to be careful of is when you're in the car, you want to make sure that you either have the travel carriers strapped to the seat or that you're holding them, because in case you were to crash or a sudden movement, you wouldn't want the guinea pig's travel carriers to get tossed upside down, because then that could hurt them. Or if you're using a very a very small cage as your travel carrier, because you're going to be traveling for like a day or a few days, then you don't want their bedding, food, hay, water to just get everywhere over your car and just get everywhere all over them. The last part of this video is setting up at the place you're going to be staying at. So you want to make sure that the place you're going to be staying at stays between 65 and 75 degrees, because that is what a guinea pig living condition should be like. Preferably around 70 or 69 is a good middle point. If it gets too hot for your guinea pigs, that could give them heat stroke. But if it gets too cold, they might get like upper respiratory infection, especially if you're traveling in the winter. So you also want to make sure you have a supply of all their food, including their bedding, including their veggies, their pellets, and their hay. And if you need to buy more, make sure you go to the store that day or the next day, depending on how much you brought. And make sure to still give your guinea pigs attention and still do the same cleaning methods you were to do when you're at home. and don't make your guinea pigs feel neglected. Bye everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe for more guinea pig content.